Hi, welcome to my lab testing page where you will see 5 panels. So we got the fundamental panel, we've got the ultimate male panel, the ultimate female panel, the ultimate fat loss panel, and the stool panel. Now, the reason that I started looking at lab testing, taking qualifications in blood chemistry analysis and stool analysis was because I really understood that there's a significant biochemical individuality amongst people on why they've got certain ailments or why they're not sort of getting results with their sort of training, etc., their nutrition. I observed over 25 years ago, for example, whilst working as a head strength coach in professional rugby, that you could have some players who could eat an enormous amount of carbohydrates and be absolutely shredded, while you had other players who only had a look at a potato and they looked like a potato. So when I started doing more and more research, I realized, look, we have some people are much more sensitive, for example, to insulin than others. When you look at the blood panels, you can see people's fasting insulin levels. You can see things like hemoglobin A1C levels, which is an indication how well they've metabolized sugar over the last 3 months. And the list sort of goes on. Also, like what their triglyceride levels are, can also indicate their insulin resistance. And then as I got further into studying blood work and studying stool work and taking, as I said, literally a plethora of qualifications in that area, I realized this is just an incredible skill to have. And I literally did do every course available, by the way, out there on blood chemistry. And I did a very advanced course on stool analysis and studying the gut microbiome to be able to interpretate the stool results. And the reason why I say that, there's lots of places today offering lab testing and stool testing, but the absolute key to it is the interpretation of the results. And that's why then I developed my own panels, because I was looking at a lot of the panels which were set in stone with these labs, and they weren't giving you the full sort of the full markers that you really needed to make an accurate assessment of someone's health, so you could then make the right recommendation so they can optimize their health, get their health back, and whatever their goal is, whether that goal is just general health or whether they want to, compete at the highest level of sport or they just want to improve their sport, then these tests will provide that. And along with having a high level of expertise in nutrition, in sort of exercise prescription, in hormones, etc. I did multiple courses on those subjects as well. Then to be able to explain what the problem is, but also what is the solution as well. So I honestly believe it's just one of the best investments you can ever make. And that might sound corny, but it really is. And when people ask me now, like, what's the best diet for this and what's the best supplement for that, I say I haven't got a clue, because unless I look at the blood work and I look at the stool work, there's so much individuality, and there isn't a singular thing that could be causing your sort of health issues. I have no doubt, from looking at several hundred bloods and stool analysis over the last few years, I have seen absolutely everything, literally everything. So I would strongly encourage you, whether you're a menopausal woman struggling, grinding through that, because I know what that's like. I've witnessed it with my wife. I've took, again, multiple courses on female hormones to be able to interpretate the results effectively. And just as a side note, with the menopause, it's much more than just hormones, by the way, as well. You've got to look at nutrient deficiencies. You've got to look at the digestive system, how well that's functioning. And that's the same with all of us. There's never a singular thing. So as I said, I would strongly encourage you to invest in your health, and I look forward to working with you, and I really do. So hopefully we'll meet up in the future.